It is. Here we go. Thursday Throwdown. Thursday Throwdown kicking off. And the fans here ready to go. And ready to see some wrestling indeed. It is time for Thursday Throwdown. Our main event tonight is going to include the Gang of Oz in a six-man tag match going up against the group of Venomous. A third member of Venomous, Orton and Austin. And a third member to take on the Gang of Oz. Kicking things off with the Warrior of the World, Vespi, one-on-one with the Macho Man, Randy Savage. And Throwdown gets underway right now. 4 months, almost 5 months, Brady. And Matty Ice Chamber, Thanksgiving was your 3-month follow anniversary. Whoop, whoop, yeah. Hat hype indeed. Thank you for the biddies, my friend. I'm going to step away and grab some coffee, but I will be right back. I'll leave you with my little love buddy. Sounds a little weirder than it is. I'll see you in a minute. you go, Vespi gets the win with the insult to injury right there to kick off Throwdown.
Here is your winner, Wildman V.
All right, here we go. Onward with Thursday Throwdown. Keep on rocking and rolling the chair. Did anyone see that? Indeed, the chair always goes flying by. All right, Raven is going to come down and address the O.W.L. Let's hear what he has to say. Folks, I'm out here to address one man and one man only. I'm talking about you, Arn Anderson Jr., or should I say Arn, your new name, your new persona, calling me up, getting me on the phone, begging me to join forces with the likes of you to found something great, the new Four Horsemen, getting with Bobby Heenan, laying the groundwork, making it all happen, and then all of a sudden, you just didn't want to do it anymore, did you, Arn? Your first loss, the first time somebody punches you in the mouth and you have a choice to make, Arn. Pick yourself up off the mat, stop looking at the lights and start looking to the future. But instead, no, you decided to sit and cry. Sour grapes for Arn. And he leaves the Horsemen high and dry. A rebranding, if you will. Well, Arn, you still got the Four Horsemen to deal with. Well, here we go, Arn. Gonna make an appearance here as Raven calling him out. Well, here comes Arn. And there, the former Horseman member now, just known as Arn. You got a lot of nerve, Raven, to call out the Extreme Rules champion. We all know that my destiny here in the O.W.L. is to win. And Raven, quite frankly, I don't know that yours is. Listen, Arn, it wasn't long ago you were on my cell phone calling me, saying, Raven, you got to come with me. You got to get together with Arn Anderson Jr. You got to form the Horsemen. Raven, I need you. Raven, we'll be a great team. It was you who called me. Listen, I called you because you were a means to an end. I needed to get noticed. I needed to get to the top as quickly as I could. The Four Horsemen name was the way to do that. And you know what, Damian T, he might have got the win, but you, Raven, you're no Damian T. Listen, don't even bring up the Gang of Oz here. That was your undoing, Arn. The Gang of Oz, your loss, your first loss, and you couldn't take it. You cracked like an egg under the pressure. Yeah, I thought you were better than that. I thought you were supposed to be some sort of tough guy. You actually called yourself the Enforcer for a minute. The only thing you could enforce is a sissy attitude on a loss. See, now that mouth of yours is about to get you in trouble. I don't see DiBiase out here. I don't see Flair. I don't see your babysitter, Bobby Heenan. And you know what? I don't need any of them out here to kick your face in. And even if they were, they wouldn't help you. See, that's the problem with you, Anderson. Your head is way too big for those overly buffed shoulders you got. Walking around here all uptight, all angry all the time, and definitely think higher of yourself than you actually are, my friend. See, and this is where things go south with you and I, Raven, because while we might have seen eye to eye for a brief minute, now you're talking smack to the best there is in the business, and you know Thursday Throwdown is the Arn show. Now, you can either hop on board with that, or you can take a beating like everybody else. Well, we'll see about that, Arn. We will see, because the Four Horsemen are done. Oh, my God, there it is right there. The Four Horsemen are done with Arn indeed. And the shot below the belt from Raven. And that, folks, I think, here we go. We're not going to get a match, and Raven starting stuff here with Arn. Arn's got a match here a little bit later on, right in the giblets indeed, just in time for the holidays. Well, Arn's got a match here in just a bit with the Valkyrie for the Extreme Rules title. Raven taking exception to Arn bolting the Four Horsemen. Right now, Arn using these left hands and then a slap to his former teammate. And these two clearly aren't seeing eye to eye these days. Raven, nice counter here, puts Arn down on the canvas. And now overhand right to the back of the head. Here we go. Russian leg sweep, well done by Raven, takes Arn down. Crazy Greggy, yes, they are former teammates. In fact, Arn Anderson reformed the Horsemen here. Arn Anderson Jr. reformed the Four Horsemen only to leave the group after his first loss and rebrand himself as Arn. And, well, Raven taking exception on him turning his back on the group. A little tune-up before I run over the Valk. Sturba's in the house. And Arn, Raven out of the way of that clothesline. And look, Arn went down. That's new. I haven't seen that before. Somebody clipped that. That's new. And oh my, Arn has gotten worked here by the Valk. I'm sorry. In advance of his match with the Valk, Raven is really taking it to Arn. And again, Raven taking exception of Arn bolting on the Four Horsemen. Tag team action time now for the debut of the team known as the Heavy Minions. This is the first time we've seen the All-Star Ogre pair up with his partner, the Great Bazoo. Donnie Sorrow will be at ringside as the Heavy Minions go up against Bedlam and Conviction. Bazoo and the Ogre, Jimmy Bedlam, the Convict. Thursday Throwdown's about to get big, and I mean really big. I hope the ring's been reinforced for this one. So Donnie Sorrow, there is his minion Donnie Sorrow Legion outfit. I didn't give him the Donnie Sorrow treatment because I didn't figure that Sorrow had operated on him yet, but he has matched color scheme. So simplistic, keeps his ogre look, but now he matches. Hopefully this fits what you had in mind. If you want to give him the entire Donnie Sorrow monster makeover, then I am okay with that too. Looks good for now. That's what I thought. The transition will be a slow progression. By the way, did you ever get your game working, brother? Or is it still giving you a crap about getting online? Your match is, I believe, the 5th match on the card. This is the 2nd match, so you're 3 matches away. Convict has Bazoo. And look here at the strength of the Convict. Look here. Interesting submission move by the Convict, and Bazoo in a bad way, but low counter. Axe handle to the back. Bazoo executes that Northern Light suplex, and down goes the Convict. It's Donnie Sorrow and the Swampy Lackeys. And you think All-Star Ogre's a lot shorter than you feel he ought to be. I think Donnie Sorrow looked up his proportions and made him to scale. But maybe I'm wrong. All right, here we go. Rolls him over, goes for the no, I thought he was hitting a neck breaker. Instead, he just let him go and clubbed him in the back of the head. Remember, Bazoo is 7'4". So Bazoo towers over just about everybody. Convict and Bedlam are both very tall. So the All-Star Ogre stands 6'7", 500 pounds. And Convict is 6'8". Jimmy Bedlam is 6'8", and Bazoo is 7'4". And Scrotum, I saw where you said you were pretty stoked that Havoc was doing well. They are indeed doing well, running Monday nights now. And the takeover is in full effect. As we look at Havoc, Draven is 2-0 in singles competition. Rex, well, he's not fared as well. He's 0-2. Scrotum's 2-2 with a draw. Kane and Undertaker are 1-1 in tag matches, but more than anything, it's the tags, it's the matches they've won, capturing the Stream Championship, capturing the tag team titles, and then of course over on Friday, Havoc is also running amok as Cassidy captured the case at Money in the Bank in that nearly 2-hour grueling match, the ladder match. 3-0 is Cassidy on Friday Free For All. Joker, well, they just had a match on Monday, the Villains did, and they won. Joker is... Joker is 0-1 in singles competition, 0-2 in tag matches. Bane is 1-2 in singles, 0-2 in tag matches. All right, here we go. Look out. Bazoo with that mandible claw. And the Convict, this could do it. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes Bedlam. Last minute to break it up. Remember, the rosters have the win-loss records on them. So exclamation roster will get you the link for the online document, and you can check your wrestler and everyone else's and see the win-losses. Ogre better watch out. He needs to get out of the ring. Referee will disqualify him. Belly-to-belly slam. And Bazoo now starting to work over Jimmy Bedlam. The impact with that sit-down slam, and here comes the Ogre. And drives him to the canvas. The heavy minions seem to be outpacing Bedlam and Conviction here, at least in the early going, and another tag. Continuity a little better on the side of the minions, I would think. The win-losses is based on the start of the show year. So since we started 2K, basically since we started 2K20, so post-WrestleMania. And it's only official matches. So if we had an exhibition match or a play mode match, that doesn't count. These are only the matches in the shows since the start of our 2K20 season. The only one who could match Bazoo in height if he were here would be Martin. Man, could you imagine if the Titans of Terror joined this Thursday Throwdown show? Teams like Bedlam and Conviction, the All-Star Ogre and Bazoo. The tag division would be huge in this on this particular show. We also have Austin Whitney over here. My goodness. The impact there from Bedlam. One. And a kick out. The Ogre kicking out at one. Sorry, what'd you say, Raven? You were told Raven won what? Raven's record is 1-3 in singles matches and 0-1 in tag matches. Also on the schedule is a match log that literally has every match we've done since the shows started back. So you can take a look at every match that we have done. So far in the O.W.L, we have had 186 matches. Here we go, 2 in. Oh my. Of those 186 matches, we've had 16 submission matches, or 16 victories by submission. So less than 10% submission rate. I've been keeping an eye on it to make sure our submissions don't get out of control. So it's been since creation, correct? Since you were created and our matches resumed in the universe mode. So for you, it would have been the same thing, Raven, because you were immediately assigned to Thursday Throwdown at the start of the season. So you had a bunch of matches that we did outside in practice when we were warming up, still creating wrestlers, that kind of thing. Those matches didn't count. But as soon as we hit the first Thursday Throwdown, because Monday main event got skipped in the universe mode. Oh, he just punched him right in the nuts. That was actually funny. Hey now, you're an ogre, you Cesaro, but why? Just missed a lot then. Yes, indeed. And you can check all of your matches if you want. They're all in the match log. Well, Bedlam on the outside. Convict has been isolated, and the Ogre is going to work on the Convict. Down goes Convict. Bedlam back onto the apron here. And Voodoo coming in with a raid. Raid hype for Voodoo. Party of 14. We got seats for everybody. Get on into the doghouse. Get ready to own. Dog, if you're coming from Voodoo's channel, welcome. And Voodoo, happy holidays, brother. Hopefully your turkey day was marvelous. Welcome to the stream and good evening. Thank you for the raid. Voodoo Doll Raid. Universe Gaming fam, what's going on? K-Wolf's in the house. Voodoo, I am doing well, not much. Just having our 2K20 Thanksgiving stream. This is our chair raising stream. We have a chair goal up front, or up top here. Trying to raise a little bit of money to help the own dog save his back. This was the idea of Sturba, our chair raising stream. Here we go, cover, and that is it right there. And oh my, Bedlam and Conviction took a beating and still somehow got the 1, 2, 3 as Bedlam pins the Ogre. K-Wolf, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. If you have not already followed Voodoo Ush, please go give that guy a look and give him a follow. A phenomenal fellow indeed and a great streamer. Bedlam, what do you call that finishing move? That butterfly facebuster, basically. Thank you, the Asylum, and that's what wraps it up. Well done. I really thought that the Ogre and Bazoo had that one as they had dominated a good portion of that match, but just like that, Bedlam puts it out of reach and a win for Bedlam and Conviction. Onward we go. Another big match, folks. Thursday Throwdown seems to be where a lot of the big heavyweights have landed. Austin Whitney about to go one-on-one with Wesley Wolf, and we're going to need that reinforced ring to continue to hold up. All right. Well, Voodoo, thank you much for the raid. How did your stream go this evening? How has your turkey day been? I ate a lot of turkey, I'm not going to lie. I got stuffed. No pun intended. Here we go down to the ring. Whitney, Wesley Wolf, one-on-one. The owner of the O.W.L is on Monday's show, and the big scary guys are on Thursday's show. I smell a rat. Well, Havoc is on Monday's show. Draven's a big scary guy. It's not like Monday doesn't have some big guys. And the draft was random. The only thing that you could say is that the own dogs, they did not go into the draft. They just stayed on Monday by virtue of that's where they stayed. So I didn't put them in the draft. That's the only thing that would be hashtag rigged. Other than that, I didn't break up tag teams. I kept them together. It just so happened that the big guys went to Thursday. Voodoo said it went well on both counts. Excellent. Excellent. I am glad to hear this. They were last playing some 2K20. I hope that the next patch fixes up a few things, particularly the glitch with countouts. Do you have a issue, Voodoo, with your AI getting counted out a lot? Oh, what a boot there from Westley. Now here comes Austin Whitney. What a headbutt there from Wesley Wolf. Ooh. Goes crashing into those steel steps. And now Whitney. Oh, the big overhead toss. And they got to get in the ring. I'm taking over Austin Whitney and putting him in the ring. Maybe. Oh no, he sends Westley in. He's going to get in. I hate all the countouts. They need to start to fix this. About right. Wolf beating Austin Whitney's head into the canvas here. Oh, there it is, Whitney. No choice but to give up to the mandible claw, and that is all she wrote. Austin Whitney unable to respond to that mandible claw from Wesley Wolf, and Wesley gets the victory here on Thursday Throwdown.
Here is your winner.
This chair is so squeaky. It's a good thing that I'm getting a new chair soon. I'm not gonna lie, because this one is like really. I think one of my kids broke it, honestly. If you look down, it would have wrecked his hand, probably. Wesley Wolf. Voodoo does not get nearly as many countouts as you've seen us get over here. Yeah, there's just a boatload of them. Must be like maybe it's a PC thing. Just so many double countouts. The AI seems to ignore the counts. All right, folks, here we go. Our Thursday Throwdown contract case holder, Lucky Luke, going to go one-on-one with Toxicity here in a Falls Count Anywhere match. This should be interesting. Lucky Luke back at Money in the Bank. Well, he went on to claim the case in that grueling Thursday Throwdown Money in the Bank match. And tonight, well, Mr. Money in the Bank here is going to get a shot against Toxicity. The case obviously not on the line, and we're not sure when Lucky Luke plans on using that case. But he has a shot at the Cosmic Championship when and where he chooses. Let's head down to the ring for this Falls Count Anywhere matchup between Lucky Luke and Toxicity here on Thursday Throwdown. Lucky Luke and Toxicity going at it here on Thursday Throwdown. And so with that contract case that Lucky Luke is in possession of, a contract for a championship match at a time and place of his choosing, he could theoretically use it at the end of the night after, well, what promises to be a grueling main event between Venomous and the Gang of Oz in a 6-man elimination tag match. Cobra Kai sent a whisper. All right, let me take a look-see. And Sturmus donated the $20. Little something to support the old back. And while you got the chance, here's a message from Arn. Finally, after weeks. And whoa. Welcome to the Doghouse Universal Gaming fam. Get on into this doghouse. Get ready to own. Dog, I got to read the rest of your donation call out. It's went away a little too fast, Sturba. Finally, after weeks of anticipation, I get my hands on that little twerp, the Valk. And after this match, he'll never want to step up to me again, son. Arn, feeling confident. And Sturba's much love, brother, for the $20. And we have moved our goal just a little bit more. So Sturba found the chair. And Sturba making a reco on the chair that he thought was a good one. And we are endeavoring to get that new chair basically to save my back. I was telling my wife my back has been feeling it these last couple of days. You sent a whisper about one not so pleasant pattern you've been getting in your chats anyway. All right, Voodoo. And Ondog, you may have a team forming. The Bunny. Nice. You like my voice? It's perfect for commentary and radio. Love it. Thank you, Universal Gaming fam. I appreciate you. We could be sick, twisted bikers. The Bunny, you could be. Indeed. You are going to debut on... I didn't get you ready for today. I'm sorry. I wanted to, but we did not get you ready. You will be definitely ready on Saturday. So, we could have a biker team. The cute, and he's probably right. I'll likely set my eyes on the Cosmic. Ah, well, there you go. A multiple-time Cosmic Champion is the Valk. And it's a deal, the Bunny. It is a deal, and you notice that Art didn't say anything about getting his butt kicked by Raven earlier tonight. That's true. He did gloss over that part. Thinking we need a fatal four-way for the Cosmic title among all 4 Gang of Oz members. That's an interesting match. You and Westley, all right. I like this matchup here, or this pairing. Uh-oh, Clark Barr's got to call the police. All right, brother, be safe. Hopefully all is well. Voodoo, I responded to you. Here we go. That's it right there. Toxicity with a 1, 2, 3. And the win over our contract case holder, Lucky Luke. Nicely done, Toxicity.
Here is your winner, the Superstar.
He hit that tornado pile driver. And gets the 1, 2, 3. We got to check his victory. All right. Thursday Throwdown keeps on rocking and rolling. Congratulations, Toxicity, on a win over our contract case holder. Here we go. The Extreme Rules Championship on the line. Former champ Valkyrie challenging the current champ Arn. Here on Thursday Throwdown. Get ready. Things are about to get extreme. Wow. Rolled him up quick. Extreme Rules here. And now Valkyrie taking it to Arn on the floor outside. Cobra Kai, I just responded. On the outside now, Valk front face lock kick to the midsection, rolls him over, and this neck break. Oh my gosh, he turned him back over. Ended up being like a cutter instead of a neck breaker, and Valkyrie leaves Arn lying there on the concrete floor. The champion back to his feet, blocks that right hand, explodes through with a clothesline. Valk out of the way, and now look here, Thez press and the right hands to the face, wearing down the champion. And now Valk under the ring. And oh, the baseball bat wearing out the champion now. Valk getting extreme here on Thursday Throwdown. Nicely done there by Valk. And now, oh, third aside. For the gang and the $20 donation. Much love, brother. The gang is fearful indeed. Thank you, brother. On the outside now, Arn going right at Valk. Ooh. And Arn better fear the gang. The gang, a group to be reckoned with. Arn standing tall right now, though, over the Valk. And the former champion trying to get back to his feet. Front face lock, and look out. Countered here. The inverted atomic drop takes Arn down, or Valk down. Valk with the cover, or the counter. Easy for me to say. And now the baseball bat. Again, Valk bringing the bat into the ring. Went for the big swing. Arn Anderson able to just counter it. Gets him up and down he goes. He landed right on top of that bat. That might be it. He just drove him on top of the bat too, and ring the bell. The impact of that DDT onto that baseball bat was enough to get the job done. Get my nerds all mixed up. Arn Anderson, what is the name of that move? Or should I say Arn?
Here is your winner, and still the WWE Hardcore Champion, Arn.
Return of Shadow. Shadow made his return last week. And, well, we're not exactly sure what the new mindset of Shadow is, but he's back here tonight. He faces the Nightmare on Thursday Throwdown. And let's keep it rolling. Vespi, I'm doing all right, my friend. Any finisher that pins Robert T is OP. That driver, I've yet to see him lose when he hits that. I'm not mad. I knew that's exactly what would happen. Why are the entrances on? It's probably going to crash the game. All right, Shadow one-on-one with a Nightmare. Here we go. Ring the bell and get us underway. And there we go, a shout out for Vespi. If you haven't already given Vespi a follow, click on over there, give him a look. Last doing a little bit of Shenmue 3, a retro streamer, and he does a lot of JRPG, I think would be fair to say. But very chill, laid-back atmosphere, and a very good guy. And the one who's given us the eponymous Vespi specials. And Donnie Sorrow, I didn't see if you typed back, brother. Did you get your issues fixed with your 2K? Are you able to connect to the online servers again? You're spinning Brainbuster so OP that you're the first person to ever get pinned by it. That's crazy. Is that what it's called? Spinning Brainbuster? Shades of the Brainbusters? Well, that's what I'm calling it. Bunny with the host. Thank you much, Bunny. Bobby Heenan is out with Shadow. Yeah, I couldn't stop it. I don't know why he kept showing up. I didn't add him. Bobby Heenan doesn't want to let a client go. Deshaun, what's going on? DDT takes Shadow down. Or takes the Nightmare down, courtesy of Shadow. Kick to the midsection now. Shadow setting the Nightmare up, going to take him up and bring him down with a choke slam. Deshaun likes me already. Well, you know, I have that effect on people. Into the cover, hooks the leg, and a kick out. The Nightmare getting the shoulders up, and Deshaun with the follow. Get on in here to the doghouse. Get ready to own. Dog, thank you for the follow. Good evening, and welcome to the stream. AI does not use wake-up taunts hardly at all anymore. Let's keep it civil. The real enemies are people who made the AI, so hate the developers. Here we go. Bang! Oh my God, the shattered shadows. And that might be all for the Nightmare. For whatever reason, Shadow didn't go for the cover. He pulls the man back to his feet. And now, look at this, the Iron Claw. Shadow locking on the Iron Claw, and he might put the Nightmare to sleep here. Counter. The Nightmare using the strength and indeed able to get himself out. Deshaun needs this game. It is on sale right now. Exclamation Humble will get you a link to buy it. And if you use that link, you're also supporting the O.W.L Games channel. Off the ropes now. The Nightmare coming down across the back of Shadow. We're better off saving your money for a real game. And I would agree, you probably would be better off with 2K19, to be fair. This game is still extremely buggy. Deshaun doesn't know what I said. Oh, there it is. The Nightmare cometh. And Shadow might be under. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out by Shadow. Back and forth they go. Nightmare and Shadow beating a snot out of one another here on Thursday Throwdown. Over the top rope goes the Nightmare. Shadow awaits in the ring. Scrotum. All right, my friend, I'll take a look. Miss Gator Croc, you want a wrestler to team with Allie? Absolutely. You're teamed up right now, Miss Gator Croc, with Big Bad Bobby Sue Dupree. You are the tag team champions. I think you're still the tag team champions. And I assumed that Allie was going to pair up with Austin Whitney in terms of the mixed tag team matches. But if you'd like, I can create a new wrestler to join with Miss Gator Croc with Allie on the Friday program. Oh, yeah, you lost the titles. Okay, that's right. I was just checking that as well. But, yeah, if you want, otherwise, you and Bobby Sue, as far as I knew, were still a team. But I can create a new third wrestler to join up with you. Or you can just dump Bobby Sue. Like you're out. Yesterday's garbage, Bobby Sue Dupree. I have to say, if you've never seen someone tase in real life, it's a must-see. That was awesome. Uh-oh. Sounds like there's a story there. Last 2 games Vespi played, worked fine day 1. Now here we go. Shadow pulls the Nightmare back to his feet, sets him up, choke slam. Down he goes again. What did you just say? Good guy, Brady. 2, and a kick out by the Nightmare. Now here we go again with this Iron Claw. Iron Claw from Shadow. And the Nightmare able to counter out. Nightmare now gets Shadow up. This has been a good contest. These two men really beating the snot out of one another. Zerba glad to wake up in time. Wait, here we go. The Sister Abigail to kick out again. Glad you got to wake up in time to tune in for the championship defense. Sorry to anyone that's been bothered by the lack of civility, but I do the best I can, and I'll continue to enjoy my time spent to the community. Well, I appreciate you being here, and, you know, it's up to you how much you want to push the Arn Anderson thing. There it is. He just ended it with that mandible claw right into the pinfall and the 1-2-3 victory over Shadow here on Thursday Throwdown. The new Xbox patch did not do much. The new PC patch did not do much. They keep saying they fixed hair physics. It still looks like garbage. I don't know what they're doing. They'll fix it eventually. My hope is at some point they can at least get it back to where 2K19 was, but even that seems like that's going to be a stretch. You want a Medusa-type character. Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Here is your winner, the Nightmare.
Sturba, I barely pushed it and actually didn't start pushing it until I was shit-talked first, Stone Dog. I've been trying to tone it down pretty much any other event. So, do you want my opinion? Because I usually keep them to myself. But it's fine. I try not to police anything. The one rule is be nice. But it's like my kids, like I tell my kids, with anything, you can take it too far. And as I've mentioned before, if you've taken it far enough that you're pissing others off, you've got two ways of looking at it. You can say, well, it's on them, they shouldn't be pissed. Or you can say, okay, maybe they shouldn't be pissed, but I could maybe do better so I'm not rubbing others the wrong way. Not saying that you have to do any of this, but those are the questions we have to ask ourselves. I love the role play, but as I've mentioned, if it's rubbing others the wrong way, then it's probably no good. Raven, one-on-one with Noob for Life. This could be interesting. Raven, we saw earlier, not happy with Arn with the abandonment of the Four Horsemen. And Raven saying that it was basically Arn Anderson Jr. that pulled in Raven. You called me, you wanted me, and then the first time things got rough, you left us high and dry. Raven and Arn came to blows earlier. Now Raven's going to get one-on-one with Noob for Life here on Thursday Throwdown. Yeah, Raven and Sturba. I mean, I'm talking Raven and Arn Anderson. That was all story from earlier. Raven calling Arn Anderson Jr., now known as Arn, out to the ring. Why has it turned entrances on? I turned all these off. This game is cray-cray. Sometimes you can rub someone wrong and not know what you did. Exactly. Yes, indeed. Sturba's honed in his ability to get people to hate him. Well, Project Valk, it's not just about you either, brother, right? So, I mean, I'm glad that you found a way to deal with it. It's just a general tip, not just for Sturba and not just for the issues between Arn Anderson and Valk and Sturba and Project Valkyrie, but just in general. If you're doing something in good fun that's upsetting somebody, how fun is it? I guess that's my question, because that's what my kids go through. I didn't mean to upset her, I was just playing. I'm like, okay, but she's crying, so clearly your method of playing has upset somebody. Is that fun? I don't know. Now, nobody here is crying, and I'm not saying we've hit that point, but just general thoughts. As a general kick to the gut from Noob for Life, and now this trapped arm pile driver puts Raven into the mat. Bobby Heenan trying to get involved and get the distraction here, but Noob not taking his eyes off the prize, and Raven trying to find anything he could do to slow down Noob for Life. You got to imagine at some point in the future, Raven and Arn are going to get into the ring with one another. And when that happens, well, the fireworks will explode. But for now, Raven's got to find a way to get past Noob for Life here on Thursday Throwdown. Bobby Heenan manages Raven. Bobby Heenan is the manager of the Four Horsemen, so that makes sense. I don't know why he was out with Shadow. No idea. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't stop him. Maybe he picked up a client without me knowing. And Crazy Reggie wants to get into some drama if anybody wants to have some fun. Diadems, I am all for the role play as well. Only time it was annoying was the first day or week and a half ago with the Arn thing. Yeah, I mean, Arn and Sturba doesn't bother. I've already talked to Sturba. It doesn't bother me. I'm offering my general tips as a blanket piece of advice. Currently in the mindset of not being sure why I've rubbed him the wrong way so strongly. Wants to make those comments about me. I'm perfectly fine with it, but I should be able to do it back if I'm wrong. So here's my answer to that. Yes, sure. You should be able to do anything you want, but that doesn't, just because you should be able to do anything you want, or just because you can doesn't mean you ought to do that thing, right? My kids do that all the time as well. I should be able to say what I want. I should be able to do this. Okay, yeah, that's true. You should. But if it's going to, again, doesn't mean you should, right? It's a country where I have free speech, right? And I can say anything I want, but just because I can doesn't mean I ought to. That's all. That's the only thing I have to say about that, because you're absolutely right. You should be allowed to say whatever you want. But perhaps then it becomes incumbent on you to want to say different things, to not want to rile people up. My oldest daughter is always good for saying, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm like, okay, well, why don't you try to be nice? Instead of just not trying to be mean, why don't you actually try to be nice? Now, again, this is not applicable to you. I'm not saying you're not trying to be nice, any of that stuff. I'm not, but I'm just saying, when you are faced with that question, if this person did this to me or if they said this, I should be able to say this. Okay, you should. But I think I think a lot of times the strength comes in silence. Tend to swing towards wood before you should. I think a lot of people are impulsive like that. Stop being Graves and Ronaldo. Well, scroll them because we're talking about the channel rules just in general. And now my philosophy about general things. I've moved on. I'm over Arn. As I've said, Arn doesn't bother me. Sturba doesn't bother me. Project Valk doesn't bother me. I love these guys, even if they bother one another. Bacho Ronaldo. Yeah, what was that about? Corey Graves getting into Ronaldo's head, right? Why have an eye for an eye mentality? An eye for an eye leaves everyone blind. Except for one guy who will have one eye left. Crazy Reggie, or Crazy Greggy, the easiest way that I can sum it up is just be nice. That's it. Just be nice. If you are nice, everything else will work itself out. Down with a big brain buster. Noob for life. I don't think we've seen him use a brain buster before. Here we go. Cover hooks the leg too, and that's it right there. Noob for life hits the brain buster and gets the win over Raven. Well done. But it's all good. You can tell that I have, like, there went that chair again. But obviously, nobody's offended me because I haven't been throwing around bans or anything. I think it's all golden. Plain and simple, Valk's just going to have to go tier 3. Diadems hasn't done as much RP because the CAW competition got better to the point that it doesn't make any point to brag about I'm going to win and then get my ass handed to me and look like an ass. See, and that's why I brag every time that Dog's going to win and then he gets his ass handed to him and he looks like an ass. That's perfect. That's perfect. All right, the Ultimate Warrior representing the Warriors of the world about to go one-on-one with John Cena. Let's head down to the ring. Deshaun is sleepy. Well, get some sleep, my friend. Sleep is important. Do not cheat yourself on sleep. Take it from a guy who gets way too little sleep. I'm gonna sneeze. Valk hasn't slept in a day, like 24 solid hours, bud. With the insomnia and stuff, man, I get like that. There are days where I just don't sleep for like 24 hours or whatever. The higher overall is more of a security blanket than a free win. It increases the odds. But look at your record. You're not the top guy in terms of wins. Indeed, it's only one part of the equation. There's so much more to it, especially once you get into universe mode. Now, K-Wolf coming in with a biddies. Thank you, my friend. The puppy bits. Remember, the question mark is a karate expert, and question mark is ready to go, my friend. My wife was able to whip him up for ya. Yeah, I do not do Black Friday. And yours is self-inflicted. I have been there as well. Through college, I slept very little, but that was more by choice. Now, unfortunately, when I, sleep doesn't always find me. Excuse me for one moment. I will be right back. Well, we can't see the question mark right now, but I could probably show you before we start Friday Free-For-All. And Dawnbreaker does all of his shopping online anymore. It ain't risking your life for a new TV. I feel ya. The only stat that truly matters is reversal. Also, to some degree, true. Momentum and reversal, which is why I normalize those for the most part. I don't let anybody run away with momentum, and we all have the same reversals. Final conclusion. If anybody ever has a problem with what you do, just talk to you about it. Nice guy, willing to adjust, and you just need to hear it before it turns into something it doesn't need to be. Sturba, I agree. You are a nice guy, and I realize it's all in good fun. This is why I continue to mediate. I'm off to bed. Got to be up in 2 hours for work. Enjoy the rest of the stream, and let's hit the halfway mark on the chair goal. We are almost there, thanks to the generosity of all of you already. So we're moving right along. Sturba, thank you much, my friend, and I appreciate you, brother. Arn Anderson. Just Arn. Before I left, you were going to say you got 6 hours of sleep, then had to go to Thanksgiving at your aunt's house. Thank Merciful Moses, your godmother's husband wasn't around long because he absolutely insufferable. Kind of an asshole, brings up politics at every turn. Oh, fun. Especially what you want to talk about when you haven't slept. Now that Sturb is leaving, let's all talk about how much we hate Arn. Of course. We gave him an entrance here. I hate that Arn has better stubble than I do in real life. Sturb is amazing. Arn's a dick. Oh, here we go. The STFU. That could be it. He pins him. After the STF and E. Oh my, we almost had a 3. Cena screaming at the ref. Oh, look at the Ultimate Warrior here. Big time move right there. Did I put Warrior in another submission match? No, this is a pinfall. Just a straight match. 2 win. That's another near fall. Wait a minute. Don't let Sturba miss out on the Arn hate. Also, momentum was normalized. Was Arn's dropped and put into a different stat? I haven't changed Arn's stats at all. So... why did you go nuts with his momentum? And there's only so much you could put it into another stat to keep it at 95 or 96. But I haven't changed. Whatever you uploaded him is what he was. I looked at it. It looked fine to me. Sturba was dropped from Arn and given it to Thanos. He paid $20 for it. You didn't think the chair thing was real. It's all laundering to get Arn Anderson's stats. Now here we go back into the ring. Pulled to his feet. Cena. Gonna get the Warrior up and take him down. Ah, my bad. Sorry, scrolled him. Is that going to do it right there? 1, 2, and no. Another kick out by the Ultimate Warrior. There's the Warrior splash. Is that enough? Ultimate Warrior decides not to pin him here. Finally now. Back to the pin. He was on a knee. That did it. That Warrior splash. Warrior took a minute to get back off of his knees there. He was spent, but he got the pin. 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, the Ultimate Warrior.
The Ultimate Warrior with the win in a hard-fought battle. main event time. Venomous with a new member, Cobra Kai, joining Randy Orton and Steve Austin. So the Viper, the Rattlesnake, and now the Cobra coming for the Gang of Oz. Brady, Robert T, and Damian T about to take on the Venomous Trio. 6-man elimination style tag team match. Here we go down to the ring. All right. Cobra Kai sent barreling across the outside. 6-man tag. No countouts. Elimination style. Oh, here we go. That's the first time we've seen that little glitch where they throw him into the thing. All right. Sorry. I was trying to get all my notes squared away. Cole had to have flown 15 feet. It was like he was a paper airplane just gliding through the air. Server secretly I'm worried about the scratching while making out with his hunky ass. Wait a minute, what? What? Derry, what's going on? All right, Sturba's going to bed now. If your high momentum ends up being problematic, we could adjust it together. There's a few stats that I'd rather see the points go into if need be. That's fine. I don't think it'll be a problem. But he's definitely going to bed now. Sturba, get that sleep, brother. You got to work, man. Don't overdo it. Gang of Oz now, standing tall as Austin crawling, trying to get over to Orton. And he does, the Viper. Apex Predator into the ring now. Clothesline, down goes the Cosmic Champion, Robert T. Right hand. Orton. Death press. Right hands now from the Viper. Some of the outfits in this game are beyond wild. Is that supposed to be a snake outfit? Indeed. He is a snake. The Cobra now back into the match. Big right hand from Brady and an uppercut. And the Gang of Oz now taking advantage of Venomous, the newcomer to the roster. The newest member of the Thursday Throwdown roster, Cobra Kai. Oh, and a double team here. The Stream Champion, Damian T, taking it right at Cobra Kai. With the Late Night Wrestling's Bear. No, we need to get back to Late Night Wrestling. I was just thinking about that the other day, man, how we hadn't played that in a while. And Scrotum, I agree. In most ways, this game is a step back from 2K19. It is sad indeed. Now here we go in the corner. Man. Damian. Look out, Cobra Kai. From the top. That second turnbuckle. Side slam driving Cobra Kai down to the canvas. And Damian T feeling pretty confident here. Cobra crawling toward his corner. The Venomous corner waiting for the tag. Not going to happen. Into the abdominal stretch here is Damian T working the submission hold. And Stone Cold in to break it up. Colt Alvarez, Thanksgiving was amazing. The turkey was not dry at all. It was 100% delicious. My wife did a great job. Hashtag Alma Rocks. Hashtag Alma Rocks. Does anybody here like cranberry sauce? I do not. You heard they were trying to remaster Raw vs. SmackDown. Here comes the pain. That's interesting. Here we go. Powerbomb, and that's it. Cobra Kai eliminated as Damian T hit that powerbomb. One, two, and oh my. A near fall as Austin had Damian T right where he wanted him. Still here, just doing some Diablo 3. Nice. Here we go, a trip down under from Damian T. Oh my gosh, the neck of Austin just got decimated by Damian T. The cover, the hook of the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out by Stone Cold. Randy does not seem too keen to get into this one. Certainly did come in to help out. We need a 3-man tag team title. I always thought like 6-man tag titles would be sweet. They have them in Fire Pro. Brace v. Brace. Knife edge chops in the corner now. Brady has Austin right where he wants him. Forearm shot. Stone Cold out of the way. Brady out of the way. Drop kick and down goes Stone Cold. I don't think that Brady got all of it, but it was enough to take Austin off his feet. Colt Alvarez, you made compound butter and stuffed it under the skin of the turkey. Your turkey turned out juicy, and you stuffed your turkey with orange slices and thyme. Very cool. Never done the orange slices. I think my wife, in her stuffing mixture, she puts thyme. But I've never done orange slices. Could be interesting. And now wait a minute here. Orton not going to take a tag, and we mentioned it. Orton doesn't look like he wants to get into this matchup here. Meanwhile, the Gang of Oz showing good continuity. Multiple tags keeping the fresh man in the ring. Stunner! Quickly, Stone Cold hits the stunner, and Robert T, the Cosmic Champion, is down. Here we go. Cover hooks the leg. 1, 2, and no. The Cosmic Champion kicks out at 2. Uh-oh. Interesting. Orton was in and out again. Randy Orton really not interested at all in getting his fight on here tonight. Randy's being sassy. Kick it down again this time. Robert T just got whacked. That could be all she wrote right there. Another stunner from Stone Cold into the cover. We might have our first elimination to win. Damian saves his brother at the very last second. Off the ropes, here comes Austin down into the guts. Stomping away is Stone Cold now. And again, look at Orton. They do not have the Dudleys in this game. They have their entrance and their move sets and stuff, but they don't have the Dudleys. And it's DJ, brah. What's up? Get on into the doghouse. Get ready to own. Dog, welcome to the stream. It's cold in my house. Austin sent into the corner now. Damian T and the Gang of Oz in firm control of this one. And the tag made to Brady. Double team coming. And a shot to the ribs now. Brady takes down the Rattlesnake. Venomous against the Gang of Oz. Gang of Oz gets the first elimination, taking out Cobra Kai now. Stone Cold, almost a fall there. A near fall and a broken up cover by Randy Orton. Orton has basically stayed on the outside for the entirety of this match. Not been highly involved, and now Austin is getting work. Brady with that sit-down Falcon Arrow slam. And that could be enough right there. Cover, hooks the leg, 1, 2, and again, Randy Orton breaking up the pinfall at 2. An interesting match, and this has been one hell of a contest so far. 6-man tag team action here. Main event for Thursday Throwdown. Well, they don't have like Bully Ray's moveset, right? They have his moves, but you'd have to tell me which of his moves that you'd want, because I don't know his moveset, if that makes sense. Like, I can't just copy it because it's not in the game like that. But his, like, the 3D and the What's Up and probably even his sit-down full Nelson bomb is in the game. Stone Cold getting brutalized here, left out to dry by his tag team partner. And now the right hand to the midsection. And again, Orton doesn't seem to want any part of a tag here. Tag made, and in comes the Cosmic Champion, Robert T. Diadems has to give Scrotum credit for the smoke and mirrors job of the darkness. Everyone believed it was otherworldly. Indeed it was. And while it's not a bright picture at all, it's not quite as magical as we thought it might be. Eric Bischoff tried to stage a corporate takeover of the O.W.L. And now here we go after those forearms to the face, the cover, the hook of the leg, 2, and oh my! Very, very close. Abdominal stretch now from Damian T. And Austin is getting worked here. Counters the abdominal stretch with a hip toss. Austin needs to get a tag, and Orton needs to get into this matchup, folks. Austin now calling for, well, Damian to get back to his feet. Damian might be out. Austin says that's it. We could be one stunner away from even up at 2. And Thesz Press takes the big man down the right hands. Cover, hooks the leg, 1, 2, and oh my! Damian T barely getting those shoulders up at 2. And onward we go. Clothesline to the back of the head. Down goes Stone Cold Steve Austin. And the tag made to the Cosmic Champion. In comes Robert T. Stunner out of nowhere. Hooks the leg. Cosmic Champ down. And oh my. A near fall. But Brady there to save Robert T. And the Cosmic Champion lives to fight another day here. Unbelievable action here in this 6-man tag main event. Venomous has already seen the 3rd member of their squad get eliminated. And we're at 3-on-2, the Gang of Oz, with the numbers advantage temporarily. Now in the corner, Robert T with a boot, and down goes Austin again with a neck breaker from Robert T. Austin now placed on that top turnbuckle, and Robert T got something in store for the Texas Rattlesnake. Right hand, here he comes to the top rope. Stone Cold gonna go for the ride. This superplex, bang! Down goes the Rattlesnake. Brady, he's Austin. You know Austin can take a beating. Now here we go. Stone Cold pulls the Cosmic Chair back to his feet. And Austin, no counter there. And the back of Stone Cold probably starting to give out. And here we go. Austin about to get taken down to the brick pit. Bang! What a shot by Robert T. That might be enough to get an elimination. Here we go. Cover. Hooks. Oh, he didn't hook the leg. 1, 2, and oh, it was enough. Just barely. Orton was there, but not in time. And Orton is left alone as Austin has been eliminated. The Gang of Oz now enjoy a 3-1 advantage in this 6-man tag. You got to believe now Orton involved in this fight, but you got to believe it's only a matter of time before the numbers game catches up to him. Only so much you can do. The gang is OP, nerf them down to nothing. Well, what we ought to do is get Arn Anderson Jr. to join the gang. And then they'd be like triple OP. Have to put O.W.L in there to counter him off so they'd lose a little bit. Which, speaking of Season 2, the O.W have not had a lot of luck. I mean, they won the tag team tournament because, of course, they would. But since then, Havoc has had their number. Valk says, hell no. He'll quit. Or he probably said hell no about the O.W. It's like, you put O.W on here, I'm out. I'm out. Now here we go, a beatdown, and Damien with a cover. 2 and a kick out by Orton. Cover now, 2 in. No, another near fall. But Orton able to kick out again. Is the face paint color system still glitched? No, Brady, it is fixed. It's just they don't have your face paint from the last, from 2K19. Big time. Right-handed clothesline drives Orton down, and now the fist drop from Brady. No, they do not need a triple powerbomb. Nobody needs a triple powerbomb. Nobody. All right, here we go. Orton now has Brady down on the canvas, and if Orton could hit an RKO and steal a quick pinfall, get this into a 2-on-1 situation, it is a lot more manageable in terms of the ring strategy he's going to have to employ. Now here we go, quick cover on Brady. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2, and Robert T in to break it up. And again, this is where the numbers game is going to come into play. Randy Orton has to have a little bit better ring awareness. And there it is, the RKO! Brady back to his feet, though, in the sling blade. And holy smokes, Brady running on fumes, perhaps. Now with the neck snap. Into the cover. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out by Orton. Brady took that RKO like it was nothing, folks. This is why Brady's the only true enforcer of the O.W.L. Up top and down. Driven into the guts was the knee of Brady. And Randy Orton is in a lot of pain here. Runs through him with that kick. Orton might just be a matter of time, folks. The writing's on the wall here. 2. And a kick out. And the writing says, fear the gang. Now Orton back to his feet. Look out, Brady gets him up. And down he goes. Brady, a tough SOB, that's for sure. And he's taking it to Randy Orton here now. 1, 2, and that's all she wrote. Brady, is that called the fatal blow? That finishing move or that slam? Gang of Oz gets the win with Brady's fatal blow on Randy Orton. And folks, if you were keeping score at home, Cobra Kai, the first to be eliminated, courtesy of Damian T, and a trip down under. Austin eliminated next by Robert T and the Brick Pit. And then finally, it was the Gang of Oz, Brady eliminating Orton with the fatal blow. So each of the gang got an elimination. And a clean sweep for the Gang of Oz as Thursday Throwdown. Thursday has become the Gang of Oz Day with the titles firmly around the waist of Robert Damian T, Brady, the Enforcer, and only one man stands in the way in terms of title domination, and that is Arn Anderson. Lucky Luke lurking with the case, so Robert T's got to keep his eyes open. But the tag champions, the stream champion, the cosmic champion, all live in the Gang of Oz. Thursday Throwdowns come to a close, and we roll onward to Friday Free-For-All.